Hey everyone, welcome to Prosperous Life Finance, where I help educate you in becoming a better trader and investor. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how the stock market works, what it is, and how you can go ahead and get started into investing in this very amazing market. Now, if you guys stick around to the very end of the video, I'll show you guys how to get one free stock just by simply signing up using the link down below. So it's a good way to get started, and who knows, you might be able to profit and be able to actually get a stock for free, such as Apple, Facebook, GE, Ford, or any other large company. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So since this video is intended for the ultimate beginner, I'm going to be talking slowly and just showing you guys the ins and outs of stock market investing so that you guys can get a very good grasp of how it works. So first of all, what is the stock market? Essentially, the stock market refers to the collection of markets and exchanges where people buy and sell shares of a company. So what is a share? Simply looking at it, a share is just a piece of a whole pie. So in order to understand what a share is, let's go ahead and think of a pie or a pizza in simple terms. Let's say the pizza has 10 slices. Whenever you get one slice of the pizza, you are owning one share of all the slices. So let's try another example. Let's say a pizza has 20 slices. If you have one share of a pizza, you have one slice out of all of those 20. So a share is literally just a piece of the whole pie. And in this case, the pie or the pizza or whatever you're actually using as an analogy would be the company. So that's all a stock market is where people buy and sell these shares of companies in order for just one simple goal, and that is to make profit and in order to multiply their earnings. So as we can see here, I went ahead and typed in Microsoft stock just to give you guys a simple and clear example. While you guys may not know what all this is, I'll go into all this in a future video. The only things you guys should be worried about is just understanding the mechanics of how the market works. So whenever you search up for a company, all you do is type in the company's name and stock right after that. So as we can see, we know that Microsoft is a large technology company which does software and other things. So as you can see here, this price right here is the actual price of one share, just one share. So that means that if I want to buy one stock or one share, stock and share are actually used interchangeably. So we're just going to go ahead and be saying stock. So if I buy one stock of Microsoft Corporation, I'm going to be paying $183.25. So this is going to be the price which you are going to pay to own one full share of Microsoft. Let's go ahead and look at another stock. Let's go ahead and look at Apple. So as we see here, if I want to go ahead and buy one stock of Apple share, I'm going to be paying $317.94. So this is the most very basic form of buying stock. So as we see here, you can go ahead and look at different charts of how the stock is performing. And as we know, stocks do fluctuate, which means that they go up and down over time. So as you can see, this chart actually shows us how much this stock was at this date. So let's go ahead and say we bought Apple stock on March 23rd, 2020 and paid $224.37 for it. If we were to sell it any time after that, we would have made a profit. So let's say we bought one Apple stock on March 23rd, 2020, which was $224.37, and we sold today, which it's currently selling at $317.94, we would have made about a $93 profit. So the whole notion of buying low and selling high is a true statement when it comes to the stock market. And while it is not as simple as that, this is the overall basic mechanics of how it works. So I know you guys may be wondering which companies have stock, or what is the whole point of buying stock. So obviously from an investor standpoint like ourselves, it is to make a profit, whether it's a short term, intermediate term, or long term. So what companies do is actually use that money that we investors put into them in order to expand their company or either keep reinvesting in order for long-term growth. It just depends on the company which you're investing in and the industry and what they're focused on. But usually whenever you buy a share, you are actually part owner of the company, which means that you actually do share either their profits or losses. So once again, the stock market is just a place where you buy and sell shares of any company, and these companies can be from all sorts of different sectors. So let's go ahead and look at some different ones. So let's say you guys are into oil and gas. Here is one large corporation, which is ExxonMobil. And once again, once we Google the stock, we see how one share of ExxonMobil is $45.47. So let's say you guys want to go ahead and get into the financial sector. Here we have Goldman Sachs, which is an investment banking company, and one share of their stock is $196.49. So let's say you guys want to get into the e-commerce industry and buy one share of Amazon. As we can see, one share cost $2,442.37. So we can see how a stock price can range from double digits to even 4 digits or sometimes even 5 digits depending on the company which you are investing in. So you guys may be wondering, which companies actually have stock and which companies do not. The companies that have stock are ones that are publicly traded. So those are going to be the companies that you see day to day for all sorts of products. So for example, Nike. Here in the United States, Nike is a very, very popular brand. So most likely large companies like that are going to have stock, and you're going to be able to participate in their future profits and earnings. So once again, as we see here in Nike stock, it is currently at $98.58. So as we can see, you can buy stock of companies within any sector, which allow you as a personal investor to choose your own personal strategies and how you would like to approach the stock market. Now, there are a few things I want to go ahead and talk about before you guys start investing, and that is to know your own personal goals. There are people that like to trade stocks, which are called day traders, and they just trade stock day to day. So they try to profit on day-to-day fluctuations. So like for example, today, if I were to buy Nike stock at $12.55, I could have bought it at $97.13. And let's say I go ahead and sold it right now, I would have profited. So that would be considered a day trader. Some people like to swing trade, which is buying a stock today and selling it within a few weeks. And there are other people which like to be long-term investors, and that is what most people are, in which they buy a stock and tend to hold it for the long run. The good thing about being a long-term investor is that you can ride these fluctuations. So now let's go ahead and look at Amazon stock once again. For example, one share of Amazon stock back on June 5th, 2015 was $426.95. If you were to buy just one stock and rode it throughout all of these years, throughout the price fluctuations, the up and downs, you would have made more than 5 times your initial investment from one single share. So this goes ahead and shows you the power of long-term investing. But once again, depending on your own personal strategies and goals, you should approach the stock market with your plan on how you plan to invest. But this just comes to show you how profitable you can be in the long run or in the short term, depending on your own strategies. So going more into detail, one might ask, how exactly does one make money off of a stock? So there are 2 main ways that one can make money off of buying and owning stock. So the first one is called capital appreciation. And this is just a long fancy word for essentially saying, hey, my stock went from $126 back in 2015 to all the way to $317.94 now 5 years later. So this is essentially making money off of the actual share itself as it grows over time, whether it's a 5-year period, 1-year period, a day-to-day period, or even, by the minute for day traders. So this would be called capital appreciation. And the second way would be through dividends. So essentially all a dividend is a distribution from the company which you're investing in that is usually paid out quarterly, and it is a percentage of the overall share. So for example, Apple pays a dividend yield of 1.03%, which is a distribution which they will give to each shareholder. So a dividend can be looked at as almost a gift from the company to the investors, saying, hey, thank you guys for believing in us and actually giving your money to us so that we can expand and hopefully get you guys a return on your investment. And dividends are usually paid quarterly, semi-annually, or annually, depending on the company. One thing to know is that not all stocks pay dividends, and you can find out by just simply searching up if they pay dividends or not. But those are 2 main ways you can make money. Another thing I want to talk about is how do you evaluate each company? Whenever an investor is looking to invest in a company, they want to go ahead and evaluate it first to be sure that their investment can actually profit. So one of the most common approaches to stock investing is going to be something called fundamental analysis. Here, all we simply did was search up Apple stock with Yahoo Finance, which does give you a good breakdown of all of the company's fundamentals. So whenever an investor uses a fundamental analysis approach to buying stock, they want to look at the economic and financial factors which do affect this company. As we can see here, we have a wide array of different information which is very useful to every investor in order to validate and confirm that their initial investment strategy has a potential of going into their favor. There are many things which help analyze a company and measure it to let you guys know if the company isn't overbought, it isn't oversold, it isn't trading above average or below average, etc. While all of these things may seem difficult at first, a simple Google search will help you analyze and let you guys know what PE ratio is, EPS, which is earnings per share, and all these other factors. But this is one of the most common approaches which most investors use before they do buy a stock, which is considered fundamental analysis. Not only do they look at numbers, but they also look at the management and how the company culture is and what their whole overall goal is in order to be sure that they are investing in the right company that does match their investor preferences and needs. Now, a second way that a lot of investors like to analyze and evaluate stocks is through a practice called technical analysis. Now, while the screen may look very scary to you as a beginner investor, I want to let you guys know that it is okay, that this video isn't to show you guys how all of this works, but rather to get you guys to understand the overall mechanics of how the stock market works and how people evaluate stocks in order to profit from them. So once again, all of these lines you see here represent price action and investor market psychology and different entry and exit points, which can help you become a better trader and investor. And what technical analysis does is that it seeks to predict price movements by examining historical data, which have to do with price, volume, and many other factors. But once again, as long as you guys are familiar with how people evaluate stocks, I feel that this can help you base your decisions a lot more accurately and with a better understanding of the overall market. So once again, this is something called technical analysis, and I actually have a lot of videos which cover this in order to help you become a better trader and investor. So if you guys would be interested in those type of videos, you can go ahead and look at my channel to see different technical analysis and different things about stocks, which I do talk about. So now the only last thing you guys should know about is how to actually place these buy and sell orders. So here on the screen, I have the brokerage firm which I currently use, which is called Robinhood. So all a brokerage firm is essentially a company that connects both buyers and sellers. So the great thing about Robinhood is that it is commission free, which means that you pay nothing in order to buy and sell stocks. All you got to do is just pay for the stock price, and it is zero commissions. So the great thing about investing in the stock market is that you can invest from the own comfort of your home, on your mobile device or your computer, your desktop. You can go ahead and place a trade during market hours. So this is the actual firm which I use, which I think it is a great firm for starters, as you are able to actually learn about the market as you go, and it does have a nice, simple and clean layout which allows you to invest with ease and comfort. So as we can see here, I am signed in, and all I have to do in order to buy is just simply click the amount of shares, review my order, and then place my order. So just like I promised you guys, I will show you how to actually go ahead and get a free stock using this brokerage firm. So if you guys click the link down below, all you got to do is sign up and you will get a free stock, and one of these free stocks could actually be Apple, Facebook, or any other large company in which you guys could already start profiting. So all you gotta do is click the first link down below and sign up, and then you will go ahead and receive your free stock. So I really hope you guys did enjoy this beginner video, and I hope you guys were able to get an insight on how the stock market works, how it functions, and its sole purpose. I do create similar videos on investing and day trading on my channel here in case you guys would like to learn a lot more information about how to invest, how to get started, how to invest your first $100, or just anything of that sort, or even technical analysis, which I help analyze the different stocks in order for you to learn when to buy and sell. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys have any questions on how to start, go ahead and let me know down below, and I'll be sure to assist you guys to the best of my ability. Thank you all for watching. God bless you all. I hope you guys can have a very great investment journey, and I'll see you guys in the next video.